So some of you might be too young to remember this, but back in the early 2000s, there was this rapper named Afroman who had these two songs go what would be super viral at the time, even earning himself a Grammy nomination, even getting Jay and Silent Bob to be in his music video.
Because I got high, because I got high, la da da da.
Now after that, I can't really speak on his career because all of his albums stopped becoming clickable on Wikipedia after 2006. But because you can literally play any of his two viral songs at any point in time, past, present, or future, and people will know every single word, he has been able to make a career as an independent artist through his cult following. Now there was that time when he punched a lady that jumped on stage during one of his concerts, but I mean, Action Bronson slammed someone, Ozzy ate a fucking bat. There are certain laws that don't apply to people when a concert is going on. Now aside from his music, more recently you guys might have heard about his legal situation. Basically what happened was back in 2022, deputies from whatever police department got a search warrant because they thought Afroman had kidnapped someone and they wanted to find evidence of that so that they could obviously arrest him. And so they showed up to his house with the warrant. The only thing is, he wasn't there. He was somewhere else performing. Doesn't matter though because they already had the warrant, so they forced themselves into his house and began going through everything only to find no kidnap victims or evidence that he even kidnaps people. And so they left without filing any charges, making any arrests. They basically broke into his house, searched through all his belongings, and then said, "Our job is done here, fellas. We did a great job." Now the footage I've been showing you isn't just from some random video I found. This is from a music video he made after they raided his house called "Will You Help Me Repair My Door?"
Will you help me repair my gate and door?
And that song is 6 minutes long, and it is catchy as fuck, especially the lemon pound cake part.
Would you like to have a slice of my lemon pound cake?
But he also put out another video called "Why Are You Disconnecting My Video Cameras?" And I'm sure you can tell what that one was about. Regardless, these songs were going viral because this was probably the funniest way someone could respond to the police wrongfully raiding their house. The police, on the other hand, didn't think it was funny at all and decided to sue him for using the footage of them raiding his house in his music video.
Rapper Afroman says he will not stop using videos of deputies raiding his home to promote his music and merchandise. Now those deputies are suing, saying the rapper is causing harm not only to their lives, but their families.
I made jokes out of what they did, and they're suing me for humiliation. You know, that's what I feel every day, and that's what I felt when they kicked down my door.
Now, it wasn't just the videos they had a problem with, but he was also selling these hilarious shirts of that one cop who looked at his lemon pound cake. The funniest part about this shirt is the Peter Griffin. He literally looks nothing like him, but either Afroman or one of his friends called him Peter Griffin just because he's a fat guy with glasses, and they thought that was the funniest thing ever. So like, yeah, add that on the shirt. Who cares if it makes no sense? Fucking Peter Griffin looking at. But anyone could see that this lawsuit was nonsense. He used footage from his cameras that were in his house. He didn't use the body cam footage that he could have got by doing a FOIA request. But like, he didn't use anything in the video that wasn't his. Oh, your face was on camera? Find a different job because you're wearing a camera, you retard. There were even actual lawyers who were making videos on this being like, yeah, the police don't even stand a chance here.
Okay, now look at this officer. He's got his gun out, and you can tell by the protrusion of his vest that he probably could go for some lemon pound cake.
Now, the officers who decided to sue him had no idea what they just did. Had they left this alone, nobody would have really cared about this. Not to sound negative, but there wasn't really anybody outside of his diehard fans who were like, oh, hell yeah, a new Afroman song? But when news came out that multiple officers were trying to sue him because of it, that was basically the beginning of the end for them. Now, instead of this being a lawsuit that they were most likely going to deal with in private, they made it this whole thing to where he would be stupid not to capitalize on it. And so, like I said, he released a couple more songs until he was finally brought into court to testify. Hilariously wearing an American flag suit and sunglasses, I might add.
After they left, I had the right to kick the can and to do what I had to do to repair the damage they brought to my house.
That includes the right to post the videos that you've just been posting up until Friday and beyond, right?
Yes, I have freedom of speech. I'm a rapper. I entertain. I write fiction, comedy. Yes, I mean, I entertain for a living like you practice law for a living.
Now, the fact that the police department has to look at this man testify against him, knowing that he is most likely going to win, is karma working its magic. And it's funny when the officers get up themselves to testify, because you can tell their lawyers were like, there's not many ways we can play this, so just say that the songs made you really, really sad. So this deputy right here had the unfortunate pleasure of having a song specifically made about her called Lick 'em Low Lisa.
Lick 'em low, Lisa. Lick 'em low, Lisa.
Now, to show how much distress this song put her through, I shit you not, they play it for the whole courtroom as she sits there and cries at what she's watching. Now, to have to do this and still lose your lawsuit is the cherry on top of everything. Little chef's kiss. And yes, they did lose, and Afroman won his countersuit because everyone knew from the very start that the cops were just butthurt they didn't get to arrest a black guy, and he made fun of them for it. And now, even more attention is being brought onto you guys because you couldn't leave it alone. Like, there was one cop who was trying to say that him being called a son of a bitch, like, hey, you son of a bitch, gave him emotional distress because his mom is in fact not a bitch, and he wants that on the record. He wants that on the record. Actually, he wants that stricken from the record.
And when they call you a son of a bitch, that would be an opinion?
Because there's no way we can prove whether you're a son of a bitch or not.
Nah, she's been dead for years. I'm sorry.
But yeah, guys, Afroman spent 2 years fighting this, and now we can make another song about him winning if he hasn't already uploaded. But just because I love it so much, here's that lemon pound cake part again. Peace.
There must be a big mistake. Would you like to have a slice of my lemon pound cake?